Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Well, you can't lose your concentration. Apparently, that's what happened last night, right, Stephen?
I suppose.
You know what I'm talking about, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about the hockey game. They were winning all the way to the end.
They were rather dominant the entire game, and then I don't know if they lost their edge.
Yep.
I mean, they just seemed to slow down a little bit because from the start of the game all the way through a portion of the third, they were just flying on that ice, and then they just kind of seemed to drop off. But yeah.
Can't lose your concentration and your focus, not only in hockey, but with your health. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. The Lightning lost.
I will say that they lost game one when they won the cup the last time. So
I know they did. That was in 2004. I went to those games. It's a big deal here in Tampa, this team being in the playoffs. You say, well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, it has to do with, people trying to find some sort of, that's why sports and music and all these things that seemingly have nothing to do with health, those are the things that can contribute to quality of life. Of course, people can take things too far, like during a Super Bowl when people have heart attacks and whatnot. That's going a little too far. But these kinds of events are important. That's why, these things they say, well, it's just entertainment. Well, entertainment contributes to quality of life. And, I know it's not biology, but nevertheless, it is part of what makes people, gives them enjoyment and pleasure. Again, I think they can take it too far. Riots at soccer games and things like that. People getting injured and even killed and stomped to death. That's going too far. But that's the only reason why I mention it. We're, of course, live here in Tampa Bay, and would be not to be a Lightning fan, I don't know. But anyway. And so if you're new to Let's Talk Nutrition, you now figured out where this show originates. And it does that Monday through Friday from, whatever time you're listening to it. And I have a couple of stories to report to you today. One is rather peculiar. Would you ever link smelling, your sense of smell, with death? I don't know. And then the other, it's a piece of breaking news. Something that's happened in the UK relative to chronic diseases. I'll tell you about both of those. Rob Yelland will be along, and we'll see what's on Mr. Yelland's mind. And you're always invited to call the show, 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK, wherever, however you may be listening or watching. Let's Talk Nutrition, and whatever you may be doing. Okay. What would this was a short item when I found it. short news item, but it caught my attention. And they drew a correlation between the ability to identify different smells and longevity. What? This is a recent study, and these were the study was constituted of long-lived people. And those who had a reduced ability to identify certain odors, those people had an increased risk of dying on average follow-up of 4 years. There's some correlation between losing your sense of smell and moving closer to the end point. No, if you know what I mean. The mortality rate was 45% in the people in the study with the lowest scores on a 40-item smell test, compared with 18% of those who had the highest scores. What do you make of that, Stephen? When I report that, when I report something like that, doesn't that sound an inability to smell, some reflection, an indication that you're moving closer to your time?
I mean, in a way, it makes sense. That's people that have had a ability to smell, and they were able to smell fine throughout their majority of their life, and it just comes on, or is this something that they've dealt with the entire life?
They didn't say. What I inferred from the abstract of the study was that these were not people who had impaired senses of smell or a sense of smell. They didn't say that. That was not a variable. So I'm going to assume then that these were everyday people whose sense of smell was just fine, but as they moved closer to death, their sense of smell started to evade them.
I mean, it's an odd correlation, but
it is odd.
I can understand it because it's part of your body that's starting to.
You're dying, right?
Yeah,
you're dying.
You don't just like that. Parts of your body start to shut down before your entire body shuts down.
It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's really something how this all works. Now, I'm sure I know many of you have had the unfortunate experience, as I have had. I watched my father pass away, very up close and personal. He was in the house and for the longest time, and he was dying. And then eventually was taken to a hospital, and that's where he passed away. And I watched that process, and it was not pleasant. And I could see the deterioration. So losing sense of smell, I'm sure. And then with my mom, the same kind of thing. It's amazing how nature, our biology works, right? Closer to the move to death, the more their sense of smell deteriorated. Just a strange. It is. You're right, Stephen. It's an odd correlation. It does make intuitive sense, but just odd. And in the United States, cardiovascular disease has been the predominant cause of death in this country since 1900. And coronary heart disease has been a prominent, as one type of cardiovascular disease, a prevalent cause of death since the early part of the century, the 20th century. And it's been that way, and it hasn't changed. Well, something odd has happened in the United Kingdom. And it only pertains to men. And that is, cancer has now overtaken cardiovascular disease as the United Kingdom's #1 killer. Cardiovascular disease is still the most common cause of death in the United Kingdom among women. That has not changed, and kills more young women than breast cancer. That is the same statistic for the United States, by the way. The researchers used the latest national available data, 2012-2013, for each of the 4 UK countries and the Cardiovascular Disease Statistics 2014 report, which is compiled for the British Heart Foundation. And that report quantifies the prevalence of cardiovascular disease and how it's treated, how much it costs, and how many deaths it causes. Cardiovascular disease. It gets a little confusing. They'll say cardiovascular disease. It should be cardiovascular diseases, but it includes coronary heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, circulatory system disease, and other vascular, arterial-related types of diseases. Cardiovascular disease is a constellation of diseases. Coronary heart disease trumps all of them. So now we have a shift. This is a little bit odd. I don't know what's going on with men in the United Kingdom, where now cancer is the leading cause of death for them.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. The other day, of course, the Twitterverse blew up with the story of Bruce Jenner becoming Caitlyn Jenner. And it has subsided somewhat, the reporting on it, but there are still, this is an important story for a lot of different reasons. It's complicated. It has a lot to do with health. This goes to show you this story really highlights the point about the connection between the mind and the body. Okay? It's a sort of maybe it's not such an oblique way to get at this concept or this principle. It's certainly an odd way, I dare say. It's unusual. Provocative. Odd? No, I'd say provocative. And how our mind and body are connected. And sometimes, biologically speaking, things get mixed up. And we don't quite fully understand how that can happen. Born, in terms of your gender, with one way, but gender is not just about the physiology of things. It's also about the psycho-emotional aspect. And of course, this all gets complicated because religion gets pulled into this. All kinds of judgments are made and whatnot. And it gets political. It gets all kinds of things. Notwithstanding all of that stuff, I'm intrigued with this story because it does get at this point about the connection between mind and body. Make no mistake about it. Bruce Jenner was one of the world's premier Olympic athletes. And some say one of the best decathlon winners of all time. And I remember when he performed and won. If you're watching the show, my producer is going to put up an image where the headline is Caitlyn Jenner's surgery, what's involved in facial feminization. So this business of transgender is complicated. Physiologically, medically, psychologically, sociologically, it is complicated. And if you haven't been paying attention to this, of course, the Vanity Fair issue, the most recent Vanity Fair issue where Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner is gone. There is no such person. That person is gone. It's Caitlyn Jenner. And you will see her on the front cover of Vanity Fair. What we're showing you this morning is an image of Bruce Jenner when he won the decathlon for the United States, juxtaposed or next to Caitlyn Jenner. Nevertheless, what the story is reporting is that Bruce Jenner had 10 hours of facial feminization surgery. People don't realize there's a lot that goes into this business of moving from one gender, transitioning from one gender to another. That happened in March of this year. In the interview with Vanity Fair, he reveals that the operation took twice as long than they expected it to. And they said that after an initial panic attack following the surgery, Caitlyn Jenner spoke with a counselor and put the second guessing behind her. Jenner told the magazine she firmly stands by her decision. And this is what she said. Caitlyn Jenner said, quote, "If I was lying on my deathbed and I had kept this secret and never ever did anything about it, I would be lying there saying, you just blew your entire life. You never dealt with yourself, and I don't want that to happen," close quote, she said. So this is a very hard story to understand. This has a lot to do with health. And we have this sometimes very narrow way of talking about health and wellness. And some people just see this as some sort of freak show. It's not. This is very complicated. And biology is not neat and tidy. Things can go awry. When you think of all of the millions of tens of hundreds of millions of people that are born and the odds of things getting mixed up biologically, I'm surprised we don't have more mix-ups than we already have with biology. Being born with one gender, but in terms of how you appear sexually, but being another gender in your mind and in your heart and in your total being. I mean, what would that be like? I have no clue what that would be. I have no way to relate to that. But apparently, there are many people who have to deal with that. So he's transitioned from being a male. He's trying to transition from being a male to a female in whatever way he can. And one of the things that was involved was facial surgery, feminization. Now, he was taking hormones. The hormone therapy, that's for a lot of different things in terms of the genitalia and in terms of facial hair and whatnot. But there's a feminization process that goes on here. You talk about biologically complicated, psychologically implicated and complicated. My.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Tablet or
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Rob Yelland, educator for Natural Factors. If you're new to Let's Talk Nutrition, I just want to make a point here. Some may be wondering why would I report on certain stories or studies. My approach to this show is to be, when you do, in my, how can I explain this to you? My approach to this show is not to shock people, not to do things that are just hyperbolic for the sense of being, for just to get at some reaction, some effect. I don't do that kind of show. I don't need to do that show. That's not what this show is about. This show is about educating and persuading, and at the same time trying to be entertaining. So it's edutainment, if you will. But what I learned a long time ago in producing and hosting this show 10 years ago is that you have to be open-minded. And oftentimes I find things and report on things and talk about things that I may disagree with. Sometimes you'll never have a hint or know that, or a guest. And I just let it ride and let the listener or the viewer of the show decide for him or herself. Now, there are moments when I move out of a journalistic mode and move into another mode where you become a commentator. Those are different journalistic roles, but you have to have an open mind. And so when you hear me reporting on stories such as Bruce Jenner transitioning to Caitlyn Jenner and talking about that from a health standpoint and how it's so complicated in the way I just reported on it, that's why I do that. So people that listening to the show may find it a little unusual. For me, it's not unusual. It's part of the discourse of health. Health is just a multi-dimensional concept. It's not just it's biology mixed up with psychology, sociology, anthropology, philosophy, science. It's amazing. That's why I love doing this show. It's so wide open. Why would I want to be narrow-minded and so opinionated to shut myself off from reporting on, talking about, and sharing with you these different, sometimes very provocative stories and studies? That's just how I approach the show. I hope you understand. Some may be offended by some of those kinds of stories, and I respect that. I understand. But I'm a medical journalist in part trying to do that job. And that's why I report on those kinds of things. Just a sidebar. Just wanted to share that with you. My guest is Rob Yelland. Know Rob pretty well, at least professionally speaking. And he's with Natural Factors. He's an educator for Natural Factors. And in terms of supplement companies, they're among the best of the best. They do a great job. They have done for years. The company originated in Canada, still in Canada, of course, and has moved into the United States and other parts of the world, I'm sure. So and I've known the people at Natural Factors for almost as long as I've been on the air, not quite 10 years, but close to it. And to a person, I've come to know many of them, and to a person that they're just, they're a class act as a company, and I can encourage people, and that's part of my show too. I tell you about there's so many supplement companies out there and so many supplements, which ones to choose. It's my opinion, and I try to give you the reasons why I say what I say. When I tell you that Natural Factors is one of the best companies, maybe you'll come to understand that today when you hear Rob talk about a line that they've developed, a line of supplements that, really makes a difference in the world of supplementation. I'll get him to tell you about that. Rob, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's been a few months since I've talked to you last. How are you?
I'm doing great. Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Garko, for having me on this morning.
Where are you today?
I am in San Diego, back in San Diego this week for a short term.
That's where you live?
Yeah, I live in San Diego.
It's a nice city.
Is that your city?
I say it's a nice city.
Oh, nice city.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm struck by how clean that city is. Do they clean streets all day long there or what?
Well, I think people kind of keep things picked up and cleaned, and so I think it is a very clean city.
It is. I'm telling you. You live there. Maybe you don't see it, but I was so struck by that. I said, this place is immaculate. You can eat off the streets there. What's going on around here? There's something about, at least that's how I remember it. Lovely city. Nice weather there, too.
Yeah, the weather's very temperate throughout the year, so that's what attracts a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Were you born and raised there?
No, I was born and raised in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, up the road a piece.
Yeah, up in the Great Northwest.
Yeah. So
that's where people don't tan; they rust.
They don't tan; they rust up there.
Yeah,
because of the rain.
I can say those things since I did live there. Right?
I never heard that line. That's where they don't tan there; they rust there. But that looks like a tan.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's pretty good. So what have you been up to these days?
Oh, I've been traveling around a lot, talking a lot about the whole Earth and Sea, and getting some phenomenal feedback on the product. And I think that's just one of the biggest things I really enjoy about my position is not so much sharing about the product, but hearing how it's affected people's lives and how they really start to feel the difference.
Huh.
So often, obviously whole Earth and Sea is a multiple, but typically, when I've looked at some of the other multiples out there and people get a response from it, and then I look at some of the ingredients in the multiples on the market, and you see things like guarana and some other stimulants. I said, well, that's why they're feeling it. And so it's great to hear, the whole Earth and Sea, just the, concentrated food, highly concentrated organic plant material, how people are just really feeling the difference and they're really excited about it.
Okay. So where are some of the places to which you have traveled here? Talking
about clean and pure. I just got back from Santa Fe in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was very impressed there, just with, obviously, San Diego's got a lot more people, a lot more cars, but just being out there in the mountains, just how clean and fresh and crisp it's been there. That was a great trip out there. I was in Utah. I was in Chicago.
Okay, so I was trying to get a sense of. I'm trying to get a sense of the demographics here. When we come back, I would be very interested in hearing what people are reporting to you. What Rob was talking about is Natural Factors. It's a relatively new line. How long has it been out now? It's been a year or so?
Yeah, it's been just over a year now.
It's called The Whole Earth and Sea. It's a very interesting approach to dietary supplementation. Rob will explain, but I'm intrigued now with what people are reporting. They've had some time to get some feedback. Let's see what that's all about.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' Pledge of Integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in 1 capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Yeah, there's double-blind placebo-controlled trials. There's observational studies. There are experiments. There are quantitative and qualitative methods involved in different kinds of studies. All that being said, sometimes there's another data set, and it's called what we call anecdotal data. It's self-report, what people report about their experience relative to some phenomenon. whatever it may be. And in the world of dietary supplementation, nutrition, medicine, and whatnot, sometimes, you just have to ask people about their experience. And as a researcher, I've done my share of large sample survey studies, focus groups, all kinds of experiments, whatever. But sometimes you just sit down and you talk to people and you listen to what they say about their experience relative to whatever the therapy may be. And you can learn a lot from that. And we shouldn't dismiss, and sometimes scientists are inclined to want to dismiss anecdotal data because you're not controlling anything. There's a lot of error involved. And it's just people expressing themselves and describing or explaining their experience. Qualitatively, that can be very useful when you start to thematize that and you start to see certain themes emerge across different people that you interview, and all of a sudden you start to see some recurring themes. And that's what I wanted to ask you, Rob. In the number of people you've talked to that are now, you're getting feedback, this line of Whole Earth and Sea has been out for a year now. I dare say you probably, I don't know how many people you've talked to. I'm sure your sample is pretty substantial. Have you noticed any themes that have emerged, some top 2 or 3 themes that what people are reporting about this Whole Earth and Sea line of supplements?
I'd probably say the number one is they can feel the difference, right? So I think that's probably one of the most important, because oftentimes people take multiples. I've heard this in the past, is saying, well, I know I should be taking this multiple. I don't feel anything, but I guess it's good for me. And then you get other people in the media saying, hey, you take all this multiple that ends up just going right out when goes right out of your body, and you can see it going out, but is it really doing any good? And so it's very reassuring to hear people say, from a constitutional standpoint, it's not like you can, run as fast as a speeding bullet or jump tall buildings, but it's, just like your overall constitution, they said. They just feel better. They just feel like, that constitutional feel from taking them. So,
and you've heard that from more. Exciting. You've heard that from more than a few people.
Oh, absolutely.
And is that one of the first themes that really started to emerge in the self-reports from people for you?
Yes, that was the first thing that we really heard from people taking them, and say, I could really feel the difference with this one compared. And they, oftentimes it's from retailers. And as you know, retailers take a lot of different supplements because they're getting, bombarded, and everybody's giving them supplements to try to see what they're like. And so
do talk show hosts.
Well, yeah, they do too. In fact, one of my, although Dr. Garko's yours one of the more popular ones that I've been on, but I've been on several different talk show hosts, and one was up in the Northeast, and she was just going on and on about how the impact that she had on it. She just couldn't stop talking about it. She goes, I've taken a lot of stuff, and this is the first one. I was a little bit doubtful. I was like, okay, you're taking another multiple. But she was just, the talk show host, just going on about how impactful that one is, that she just loves them.
And what's another theme that has emerged here in people reporting anecdotally their experience with taking this Whole Earth and Sea line, which we'll talk about and describe? Is there something?
Well, another one is, the other one too is which is, it's somewhat surprising for people, but the herring that we have, which is very high in the phospholipids, which we can get into and talk about how beneficial that is, but it's very high in the phospholipids. It emulsifies in oil, and you open the bottle, it does smell a little fishy, but they're surprised about how there's no burp up and there's no fishy taste to it whatsoever, which is something that they're.
I noticed that as well. When I opened the bottle, there was the aroma of fish, right? But when I took the product, I didn't get any kickback. I didn't get to taste it twice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It didn't happen.
That fishy repeat, or burp up.
No, I didn't get that. And it's herring roe. Explain to the listener and the viewer of the show what that is.
Yeah, the roe of the fish is from the egg or roe of the fish. So I don't know of any other oil that I know specifically that actually comes from the egg of the herring. And if you think about the egg of the herring, it's probably one of the most complete nutritional sources because the herring itself, an adult herring, comes from the egg of the herring. So it's a very complete nutritional source. It goes through a very specific process to concentrate that oil. And one of the biggest benefits of that is it's very highly concentrated in phospholipids, which is emulsifies in water. So it's actually easily dissolves in water. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll take one of the oil capsules while I'm out talking, and I'll open it up and I'll put it in water. You might want to try this, Dr. Garko, one of these days, or on your show with your live cam that you have there, and you stir it up and you can see how it becomes cloudy. And you right next to it, you may put another oil, a barrage oil, salmon oil, or concentrated fish oil, and all the oils just sit on the top of the water.
So this is interesting because oil and water don't mix.
Exactly.
How is it that you're able to get this oil from this herring roe to become mixed with the water, to integrate with the water like that?
Well, the key is the phospholipids. So the phospholipids actually is something that helps emulsify or helps the oil dissolve in water. Now, the other big benefit of the phospholipids is every cell in your body has a phospholipid membrane around the cell to protect the cell from things that shouldn't be getting in there. So it actually makes it much more highly absorbable because anything that's a phospholipid can pass through the membrane of your cell much easier. That's going to be your cells for your eye, your skin, your liver, your heart, your nails, whatever. There's all these different cells in your body. So the key, again, then, is the phospholipids, which allows it to be readily absorbed on the cellular level, but it also helps it emulsify in water.
What's interesting about, when we come back, I'll explain about phospholipids. Phospholipids are triglyceride derivatives, okay? And where you have one fatty acid, which says triglyceride, that means there's 3 fatty acids connected to a glycerol molecule. And one of the triglycerides is replaced with a phosphate group, hence phospholipid. And so what you get is a molecule that is partially hydrophobic, water-fearing, and partially hydrophilic because of the phosphate group, meaning water-loving. Hence, that's why it can mix with the water the way Rob described. We'll discuss this whole line a little bit more.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Rob Yelland. Yelland. He's not yelling. Yelland is my guest. And he's an educator for natural factors and has the occasion to, more than an occasion, part of his job is that's what he does. He educates people about health, wellness, nutrition, natural factors, their products, their mission, and so on. Hence, he ends up on this show, which is a good place for him to be. We're delighted to have him. Should tell you, in the spirit of transparency, Natural Factors is a long-time standing sponsor of Let's Talk Nutrition, and I'm very proud to have him as a sponsor. Rob has been, I've been asking him about this new line. It's a year old, relatively new. It's called Whole Earth and Sea. It's a very interesting line of supplements. They're expanding upon the line. We'll talk about the supplements that constitute the line up to this point. But I was asking him about, since it's been a year now, about what people are reporting. There's anecdotally. I know it's not, as I said, it's not scientific generated data, but it's data. And it's people's experience with the product. And I asked him in the course of all the people he has talked to that have come to him either through email or face-to-face or telephonically, whatever. When you look at the body of comments, are there certain themes that pop up? And he said one of the dominant themes right out of the box that they, no pun intended, that they realized was happening was that people said that they noticed a difference. It's a subjective thing. It's hard to measure that, but they feel it and they report it. And what they feel is a better sense of well-being, put it that way. I'm inferring from his comments that's what they mean. More energy, better sense of well-being, and related kinds of subjective experiences. That's important. Now, you might say, well, there's a placebo effect. Well, maybe for some there is, but you can't have a placebo, it can't be a placebo effect for everybody. It just doesn't work. Statistically, it wouldn't work out that way. So it's been a custom and practice on the show to talk about things that work and things that are based in science, and there's some evidence to support the safety and efficacy of any kind of therapy, whatever the therapy may be, supplement or otherwise. So I'm glad to hear now that after a year, people are experiencing the product in a way that can make a difference. So it's important to share that with you. Because people are always asking me, tell me what works. I've spent so much money on supplements. I've tried this, I've tried that. It doesn't work. They say it's going to do this. It doesn't do that. And, people's experiences, you have to respect them. And I get that question more often than not. Tell me what works. I don't care how much it costs. Just tell me if it works. If it works, I'll pay the freight, they'll tell me in their own words. And that's been my experience. People will pay for it if it works. So we're going to talk about this line today. If you're not familiar with it, it's sold in fine health food stores throughout the United States. Natural Factors, Whole Earth, and Sea. Rob, welcome back. What was that second theme that you reported on that you don't get any, like with the herring roe, that the fish oil product, and there's no kickback because it's in a phospholipid form, and I was trying to explain what phospholipids are, and that they're phospholipids are what we call in the nutritional world amphiphilic. Amphiphilic. In other words, they love water and they love fat. They like both. So these phospholipids, like you said, if you took one of those capsules of that herring roe, that phospholipid product you have, and put it in water, the water just gets cloudy. The oil just doesn't go to the top. That's because it has part of the molecule has a phosphate attached to it, and that causes it to be attracted to water. That's why it gets cloudy and doesn't just rise to the top. Just a little nutritional chemical sidebar to it all. It's amphiphilic. It's an amphiphilic molecule. That's the nutritional lesson for today, Mr. Yelland.
Well, thank you.
Not that you need it. So you're having some success with that product as well, then?
Yes, we've been having a lot of success with it when people realize that they don't get the burp up, but obviously that's not the primary point that they take it. It's there's some very unique attributes of the herring oil. Number one, it's very high in choline. Choline is very good for both liver and brain development and acuity. So it's something that really, it could be a good brain oil, focused oil, especially with our new product that we've just recently come out with. It's our CogniFit, which has about 3 times the potency in the DHA. As everybody knows, DHA is very important for the brain and the brain development and the brain acuity. So our new CogniFit with the choline and the high DHA and the phospholipids, allowing it to be much more readily absorbed, is a phenomenal oil for people that are maybe a little bit cloudy, aren't really thinking square, which I think a lot of people are going through now, just in the lack of oils.
I'm sorry, I missed what you called that product. What's it called?
It's called the CogniFit.
CogniFit. Cognition, CogniFit, getting your brain fit.
Cognition, CogniFit, and it's a new product that we've come out with. It's also a herring oil, but it's about it's 3 times as concentrated. It's like the roe.
Really?
It's about the egg of the herring. It's 3 times as concentrated. It's the one that I take every day, and it's just a phenomenal oil for your cognitive development.
CogniFit. Is there anything else any other ingredients in this CogniFit that you've attached to the herring roe, the phospholipid that you've included, or no?
No, it's just a concentrated
form.
Herring oil.
I got you.
Concentrated herring oil, 3
All
times as concentrated.
Wow.
So it has your omega-3s, it has your DHA, your EPA, but then more importantly, it's got the DHA phospholipids, which allow for the greater absorption of the DHA on the cellular level.
It's called CogniFit. Sold in fine health stores throughout the United States and Canada. If your favorite health store doesn't have the Whole Earth and Sea line, I would be surprised. 2, if they don't, they should get in touch with Natural Factors and get that line in. They won't be sorry. You now got my interest piqued on this CogniFit product, so I'm going to make a side note here to talk to you about that. So that's a new supplement added to the line. It's relative. How long's that been out?
That one has just been out about a month and a half now.
That's why I didn't know about it. Okay.
Yeah. That's why you bring me on, so you can be in the know.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why you're here. And if you're watching, we have a nice image of Mr. Yelland. That's exactly how he looks. And you can see he's a handsome guy. He looks healthy and fit. And you take your own supply?
Always.
Oh. What's that line from, what was that movie? Don't get high in your own supply. What was that, Stephen? Stephen's shaking his head.
I don't know about that one. I just know that.
What's it? Al Pacino, Scarface. Remember, he said, "Don't get high in your own supply. Don't take your own supply." In this case, you want to take your own supply, right?
Oh, exactly.
Light up your brain with Cognifit. My one producer shaking his head. Why are you laughing, Josh? You're wondering where I get all these things from my head? I have no clue.
Did you know your digestive tract is home to millions of bacteria? Some good, some not so good. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure that your body is populated with the good bacteria it needs. Probiotic Defense contains 13 of today's most effective, friendly bacteria strains, along with other compounds shown in studies to support healthy digestion and immune system function. Don't settle for low-potency, overpriced formulas. Ask for Now Foods Probiotic Defense with the bright orange label. To find a retailer near you, go to nowfoods.com.
What are you doing this month? If you suffer from stiff joints, you can do something special. You could try new Flex Now joint formula. Flex Now offers you complete relief in just 1 month or a complete refund. Flex Now is a unique concentration of shea nut triterpenes, the most potent inflammation fighter of any botanical, and it's only when inflammation is reduced that your body begins to heal. Try new Flex Now joint formula and make this the month you get rid of stiff joints. Ask for Flex Now at Vitamin Discount Center and other leading natural product stores.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Taking dietary supplements has become, needless to say, an important part of many people's nutritional regimen. And it's been a part of mine for a long, long time. People take supplements for different reasons. There's all kinds of research to suggest how much people take, why they take it, when they take it, what they take, and so on. And that's tracked pretty closely. And notwithstanding the criticism of some medical professionals, some whom I know and respect but vehemently disagree with them about dietary supplementation, many take the view that, you don't need to take supplements, you shouldn't take supplements, the supplements are dangerous and this and that. Well, I guess that's one viewpoint. Supplements are what they are. We'll talk about that. Rob Yelland is my guest. There's a line of supplements that if you're interested in taking supplements, you should get in touch with. It's called Whole Earth and Sea. You can go to wholeearthandsea.org. Is that .com? wholeearthandsea.com. That's where I went. And I have the site up in front of me. It tells you about the product, the benefits, the products in the line, questions, where to buy it, and so on. Welcome back, Rob.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Garko. And one thing, too, I know you and I are both familiar with it. It's been out for about a year now, but maybe you have some new listeners really wanting to know the basis of a Whole Earth and see what makes it unique as to really a whole food. Is it's really just a concentrated food. We have over 600 acres of our organic farms. We grow over 50 different. There's over 50 different ingredients going into this product, whether it be cauliflower, arugula, beets, all organically grown. It's concentrated through a very unique process that we have, our EnviroSimplex process, which takes over 300 pounds of live organic plant material into 1 pound of concentrate. So You're getting a very highly concentrated form of it's done less than 118 degrees, so you're getting all the phytonutrients and the enzymes. It's just a very powerful multivitamin. And when you smell it, really it's a real tangible effect, because you can take the tablet, you smell it, it smells like it's green. So often people talk about whole foods, but it doesn't smell like the foods, but ours does. And I think that's one of the reasons why people have been seeing anecdotally, as you've mentioned, I've been getting a great response from the multiple vitamins, whether it be our bone structure or men's or women's multivitamin.
The point that you mentioned it rather quickly, I want to just highlight that for a moment. The process, you mentioned temperature, the variable of temperature in the manufacture of the product. Explain that variable a little bit more, if you will, and why the temperature is low, relatively speaking.
Yeah, so it's 118 degrees. So anything below 118 degrees preserves the enzymes. So enzymes is a live substance. Like the phytonutrients, phytochemicals can also be damaged by heat. So when we keep that temperature low, we're really preserving a lot of the life energy from the food itself. Because as we take food and we eat it ourselves out of our garden, and we masticate it in our mouth, it's at a very low temperature. We get the benefits of the enzymes, actually the natural producing probiotics and prebiotics that are actually in the green material itself is highlighted and brought to life. So it's just a great process. That was something that took us so long, over 8 years, to develop this process.
Really?
Because of the past, having to do too high heat, we measure for the enzymes, they're not there. We have to go back and say, okay, what's going on, and finally tweaking this process to be able to preserve all those.
Mm-hmm. And I should point out, and I'll I've done shows on enzymes. Let me say this to you. If the enzymes are rendered deceased or otherwise dead because of the processing, you're essentially eating dead food. Okay? The enzymes are all the enzymes are catalysts. They're implicated in these metabolic processes in the body, and vitamins and minerals are coenzymes. And I won't get into the weeds on that today, but they're coenzymes. They work with they attach to enzymes, and that's how things happen here. And that's the function of vitamins and minerals. They can be well, I'll just leave it. It can either be a coenzyme or a cofactor. If it's a mineral, it's called a cofactor, okay? But nevertheless, that's why that point's so important. These products are alive because the enzymes are alive. Did I serve that point well? Did I make my point clear enough, Rob?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Coming in with the science.
I mean, that's really such an important point. I can't emphasize it enough. I mean, most people, Rob, they walk into a health store and they see thousands of bottles. They see a label, they see the bottle, the packaging, what's inside. I mean, how it got the raw materials, what raw materials were chosen, how those raw materials were ultimately handled and processed, and so on. That's what makes the product. That's what distinguishes one supplement or one company from another, right?
Oh, absolutely, and I think that's something that's a key attribute for customers now is that they're hearing so much stuff in the media that you can't believe what's necessarily in there. Where are they getting the products from? And I think this is what really distinguishes Natural Factors overall, because I know we've talked about this in the past, but for new listeners, in Canada, all the vitamins and herbs are treated as drugs, so we're actually regulated by the Canadian Board of Health, which is equivalent to our FDA. The Canadian government actually audits us for purity, potency, and safety. They'll come in, they'll take one of our products, and they'll send it out to a third-party test house. If it fails any of those tests, then they could actually have the potential of not only giving us a monetary fine, but shutting down our plant. So
we'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine, for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
at 800.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the digestive care company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, however you may be listening or watching the show, whatever you may be doing. My guest is Rob Yelland. Visit letstalknutrition.com Facebook page and visit letstalknutrition.com. Period. And you can watch the show, listen to the show. The show's on demand, both audio and video. It's all there. And on the Let's Talk Nutrition page, you'll see the tweets that are out every day, and you can get access to LTN Facebook as well. Please go there and like the page, and we'll like you back. I'm on the LTN Facebook page, and right there, underneath the live feed, you'll see recent videos, like yesterday's show, day before, this week's shows, and it's all there. Because people are busy. They can't necessarily be listening to the show when I'm on. The show does play at different times in different markets. It's syndicated across the U.S. Please check your local listings. And Rob, welcome back. You alluded to somebody was asking me about a good multiple vitamin and mineral just yesterday, as a matter of fact. And they were asking about a man. There was a woman. She wanted one for herself, but for her husband as well. she's pretty savvy about supplements and knows that there's a difference. You have them in this Whole Earth and Sea line. You have multiple for both men and women. Yes.
Yeah, we have both for men and women, and then also for the younger men and the younger women, or the older. With obviously there's different needs of the older man. Like in the older men supplement, we have Supplemento, and the older women's we have added some alpha lipoic acid and some other beneficial one for the older, more mature woman. So it is good to have a specific multiple for both men and women, and also for the different age groups.
It's funny. You could say the older, more mature man, but sometimes even older doesn't make them mature.
Well, I'm an example of that right there.
The older, more immature male. Maybe I'm among that group too. I think it's okay.
He used to say young at heart.
Generally speaking, and this may seem like an obvious question, what's the purpose of a multiple?
Well, I think a multiple, just overall, to me, it's something too that I try to stress when I'm out doing trainings and stuff. This is a supplement, right? So people thinking, okay, I can just go out and I can eat eat all this junk all day, and I'll just pop my multiple vitamin, and that gives me the nutrition. There's nothing in my personal feeling, there's no supplement that can replace good eating. Good eating is going to be the best, is going to be the most powerful thing you could do. But a supplement just kind of, gets around the nooks and crannies. It kind of tops off things that may be lacking in your diet, and that you can get something that's, again, is more like food, whether it's like our Whole Earth and Sea, then that's all the better. But again, this misconception that's sadly in America, that you pop a pill and it fixes all your problems, and you can go on, eating the way you are, or eating the bad way that you were before. It just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. By the way, in terms of the popularity of dietary supplementation, according to a nationwide online survey that was conducted by the National Marketing Institute, 85% of the American population believes taking dietary supplements will help them to stay healthy. Specifically, they said that taking supplements help people. They said it helps them feel better, it prevents them from getting sick, getting better when they become sick, helps them, they said, to live longer, build strength and muscle, and manage weight. People have some very clear ideas in their mind about what they think supplements are going to do, right?
Oh, yeah. And I think people realize that they are beneficial, and by all means, they're absolutely, I think, beneficial, especially with a lot of the processed foods that are out there. In fact, I think I just read an article yesterday. They did a survey showing that I think it was something close to 50, I think it was over 50%, 50 to 60% of the dollars spent in the store now are for processed foods, which is just amazing.
Say that again?
It's close to 52% of the dollars spent in the grocery store are for processed foods.
In other words, this sort of comports with what I see in people's grocery carts. When you look in the grocery cart, it's more constituted of processed food than live food.
Oh, exactly. And they say, one of the other things too is they say is when you shop in a grocery store, you shop the horseshoe, right, around the edge, because around the edge of the store is where you find the live fruits and vegetables. You find your meats in the back. All the live foods are in the horseshoe, but in the middle of the store is where you get all the processed food. So they say when you shop a grocery store, shop the horseshoe.
Yeah, well, I go to one particular grocery chain here in Tampa, very good, and there's always a line at the deli, always a line at the bakery, right? You never have to stand in line to buy tomatoes.
That's true.
The grocery department, you can get a speeding ticket for going through there too quick because there's nobody to get in your way. In the middle of the store, there's all that congestion, right? That's where everybody is. You need to be in the grocery department. You never have to wait in line to buy tomatoes or onions or whatever, right? That's kind of obvious, but to buy bakery goods or in a deli to get all the meat, you got to take a ticket. literally.
No, I've never seen any people arguing or wrestling over tomatoes, saying, "Hey, you took my tomato." Give me
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty interesting. So you got the multiple for men and women, and then it's done by gender and by age for younger and for older. You got the fish oil, the phospholipid, and then you have the Cognafit, which is a triple concentrated herring roe that you're using. By the way, what's the species of the fish? Herring. Herring. And what's so special about herring?
Well, the herring is a couple things. Number one is it's sustainable, right? So it's a sustainable oil. Herring has the highest phospholipid count of any fish oil out there. Again, the phospholipids is the key, right? There's no other oil out there that has that high amount of phospholipids. It also has a choline, which is good for the brain. The other fish oils do not have choline. Sustainable. I know some people do like the krill oil, but krill is a shellfish, so some people can't take shellfish.
Shellfish, that's right.
So herring provides that benefit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's just a great, powerful oil.
Have you all developed a protein for that line yet? Or are you thinking about that?
We're working on that. We have greens coming out.
See?
I think it's probably later in this year, a greens, both powder and a protein that will be coming out with later on this year.
Good.
We have another recent release, of course, it's in our multiple vitamins, but we do have a straight sunflower vitamin E. So instead of E from soy base, which is sometimes GMO, this is a non-GMO standalone sunflower vitamin E at a 400 IU. And
we'll be right back.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Aloha, I'm with pro triathlete Tim Marr. Tim, why is bioastin an important part of your training?
Bioastin is the strongest natural antioxidant fighting inflammation associated with hard training. It helps me get up day to day and put in the hard work without feeling sore and fatigued. I bounce back quicker and stronger. It also helps fight the elements from sun exposure, which is unavoidable when training for a triathlon.
Thanks, Tim. Make bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today. Aloha, Tim Marr. As a professional triathlete, training is important. How does bioastin help?
In triathlons, the last leg is always the run, which creates extra stress in the body because of all the tired pounding on pavement. Bioastin's main ingredient is astaxanthin, which fights free radical damage in the body while fighting oxidation. With high volume and long hours of training, recovery is such an important aspect, and bioastin helps me achieve a top-level performance.
Thanks, Tim. Make bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails?
Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here is the LTN health question of the day. Now, I gave the answer just a little bit ago. We do this about this time every day. Have the LTN health question and give people a chance to win a $25 supplement gift card. Usually I draw the question from something I've talked about with the guest or something I've said at some point in the show. According to that nationwide survey that I mentioned by National Marketing Institute, what percent of the American population believes taking dietary supplements will help them to stay healthy? 65% believe that? 75% or 85%? What percent of the American population believes that taking dietary supplements will help them to stay healthy? 65, 75, or 85%? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Maybe I should have separated those. Maybe those are too close, right? I don't know. But it's only a 10% difference among the three choices. I can give you a hint. There are a lot of people. What percent of the American population believes taking dietary supplements will help them to stay healthy? 55, 65, 75, or 85%? 877-897-8255. Win that $25 supplement gift card. Welcome back, Rob. Okay, is there something we haven't covered that's in the line?
Well, we have
or something we haven't that's in the line we haven't covered, I should say.
Yeah, well, there's something that you get free in every one of the multiple vitamins. We have our greens bars, which have been a phenomenal, big win. That a lot of times has turned into people's favorite bars. Not just, oftentimes when people think of a greens bar, they kind of wrinkle their noses, thinking, "Oh, do I have to eat this greens bar?" But this is one of the best tasting bars out there. It's got 9 grams of fiber, 15 grams of protein. It's really been a big hit, and you get a free one every time you buy a multiple vitamin. It comes in the box.
It comes in the box, yeah.
But great in between snack, 290 calories, and it's very filling with all the fiber in it. And again, it has all the organic. It's USDA organic. It's vegan. It's non-GMO. It's kosher. It's just a phenomenal tasting bar.
It is. I don't know how you all put that together. That is one of all the bars I've tasted, that's one of the best tasting, healthiest bars. And it's all natural, right? I mean, it's from whole food, right?
Exactly.
It's so good. I'm telling you, if you put a blindfold on somebody and had them consume it, they'd probably think it was something other than a health bar, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they think that it wasn't a health bar just because of how great it tastes.
It's really, really a wonderful tasting bar. I mean, I've had my share. And that's a good idea to put one bar in the box. What's it come with, the multiple?
It comes with the multiple. So any of the multiples, you buy the bone structure, which is a multiple with we have a men's and women's multiple. We also have the bone structure, which gives you 200 milligrams of the algae-based calcium, 100 milligrams of the magnesium per tablet. It's a great all-around multiple because people are so often they have to buy a multiple, then go over to the bone category and buy another product for their calcium.
Right.
This has it all in there. So that's a great product. And I know we're out of time, but maybe next time let's put on the docket, maybe talk about our new super mushroom that's just come out, which has got, again, all organic. It's got the cordyceps, the lion's mane, the maitake, and even the well-immune beta-glucan, which is a phenomenal product. It'll be something for us to talk next time.
Yeah, you're adding to the line. This is growing. The line's been out about a year. The feedback has been pretty good, better than that. It's been pretty terrific. Hence, when you're getting good feedback like it, when you see a company starting then to expand the line, putting more items, that's because they're getting good feedback. They use that data. Believe you me, Natural Factors is not asleep at the switch. They're paying attention to what consumer reaction is to when you make such an investment. This is the owner of the company, this is his major, this is critical to Roland, right? The owner of the company.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just, we can have the best quality in the world, but if the products don't work, what does it matter, right? So the key is the proof is in the pudding, people coming back saying this thing is working for us, and the customers can be confident that, it's really the highest quality on the market with the strict government standards that we have to go through. If they are getting the best, they can have the confidence in buying any Natural Factors product.
The investment into developing this line with all the technology, the manufacturing technology that was involved, their farms, which existed before, but the investment in the farms, growing their food that's used as raw material for the product for the most part, all of that. The investment has been phenomenal. And this didn't happen overnight. That one day a year ago, Roland woke up and said, I think we're going to make a whole food product line. This has been a project, and how many years in the making, would you say?
Well, for the whole Earth and Sea, it's been over 8 years, where our company's been in business for over 58 years. But it's been over 8 years in the making, developing this EnviroSimplex process. And then also, being a private company, Roland shovels all the money back into the company. There's no investors or shareholders that we have to pay off or try to give them a profit. So Roland really is committed to the industry and giving the very best products.
And I know Roland. I know Roland. And I can tell you, he's the real deal. He's legitimate in his passion and sincerity in trying to develop products that really help people make a difference or quality. See, that's a backstory that most consumers don't know about. They walk into a store, they see bottles, right? You and I see are people, right? Who's behind the product? What's going on backstage that ultimately ends up on the shelf? And I'm again, this is what I started off my conversation with Rob was I said to you that Natural Factors is one of the best supplement companies on the planet. They took 8 years to develop this whole Earth and Sea line. 8 years. This is not some, harebrained, let's make a bunch of money scheme. That's not what's going on here. You try the product, see for yourself. Rob, it's always a pleasure to have you on, so we appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy, And please, when you see Roland, tell him I said hello. Will you please?
I certainly will. Thank you, Dr. Garko, and thank you all your listeners for your support.
Yeah. And Lorraine, how many Americans, what percent of Americans believe taking supplements will help them stay healthy? 65, 75, or 85%, Lorraine?
85.
Congratulations. You want a $25 supplement gift card, Lorraine. Thank you for listening, Lorraine. And thank you, Rob. And thank you. Your health is your wealth.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a